And welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna have a look at this brand new home behind me. This is at Starblossom in Anatolia in Rancho Cordova, about a half an hour away from downtown Sacramento. We're gonna have a look at this model home behind me, and stay tuned for my next video. That's the video that I'm gonna be shooting next. That is a 5-bedroom home. This one right here is a 4-bedroom home. A lot of pros and cons about this particular home, which I'll go over in today's video. And if you're new here, I'm Jason Walter with eXp Realty. I go over a lot of new home construction and also neighborhood tours and market updates. So that interests you, then of course I invite you to subscribe. We actually just reached 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So with that said, let's go take a look at this exterior of this home, and then we'll have a look at the inside as well. So this is their model home, and let me just kind of span over to the left. That's our second model home. They have some lots that are still, they still need to build some houses, but a lot of houses that have already been constructed. So here's what the neighborhood looks like. Again, I'm gonna make another video next regarding that 5-bedroom. Let's first have a look at this one. So this is a Plan 2. So they have a Plan 1, 2, and 3. They have model Plan 2 and Plan 3. So Plan 2 is this video. This is a nearly a 2,600 square foot home, a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home. Obviously this is a model home, so the sales office is right there. So the actual home, of course, that'd be the garage, and of course the driveway right here. But you have stucco, tile roof. I love tile roofs in the greater Sacramento area because that's really good for energy efficiency. And of course it lasts a lot longer compared to comp shingle as well. All right, now I'll take a look at the inside of this beautiful home. Again, a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. If you guys are interested in 5 bedrooms, take a look at my next video. And I'll also kind of go over pricing and incentives being offered right now. To my left is one of the biggest closets I've seen in my entire life. We'll have a look at that after we look at the kitchen. So this would be the garage entry. And then a really cool feature about this home, you have a bedroom and a full bathroom downstairs. I'm seeing a lot of builders do that. This one's kind of a floating vanity. And then you have a, no tub, but you do have a shower enclosure. And here is the kitchen. This is absolutely stunning. I really like this. The pendant lighting, large island. They have a dual tone as well. So the cabinets on the island are kind of a dark charcoal. And then you have like a natural brown color. I actually really like this color. They have an upgraded appliance package in this one. This is a GE monogram. This is their highest end for GE. I've always had GE. GE is really great. So a 4-burner gas stove. To me, it's kind of strange how it sticks out so much. So it's kind of like a little, if I'm getting kind of a little nitpicky here, it sticks out quite a bit, but beautiful range. You have quartz countertops, nice backsplash, and here's the island. What I like about this though, I actually missed this in my last house. Garbage and recycle. Very convenient. These are not soft close, but they don't have like that clinking noise that some do. I like this sink as well. Sometimes it's just one, but have like a lower bar below here. Makes it easier to have larger pots in the sink. And here's a view of the family room and dining room. But first, let's take a look at the pantry. So pantry has a pretty good space here. Here we go. Some built-ins right there. And then if we span over to the left, enough for more cabinetry or a furniture item, and then a dining room table. And there's plenty of space between that and the large oversized slider. And here is the family room. In my opinion, they did a little bit too much on the staging, too many chairs, but nice open floor plan. You know, a lot of people really love this, you know, flow to the dining room and the kitchen. Then you have the outdoor space as well. We'll take a look at that here after we take a look at the upstairs. But first, like I mentioned, one of the biggest closets I've seen downstairs in the home. Have a look at this. So this is under the stairs and it keeps on going. They even put a recessed light in here. Going. I mean, talk about an immense amount of storage down here. It's absolutely insane. One of the biggest closets I've seen downstairs. So you can have like a coat closet here and then the back space for you put luggage or whatnot. All right, let's go upstairs. And what I really like about this as well are these metal features on the railing. And then it has a loft upstairs, which actually is pretty far away from the family room. So that's nice to have that. You're not gonna have like the TV on here and then hear the TV so much downstairs because the TV is kind of on the other side of the home. But nice size loft, great for kiddos or just have a secondary space. One of the drawbacks about this one though, the houses are really close to each other. So I'm guessing, I don't know, 10 feet if that. So just something to consider. So let's go this way. The laundry room is really awesome. I love the tile work in here. What do you guys think? You know, it looks really cool. So you have a lot of cabinetry above the laundry, and then you have a sink over there. How cool is that? I think it just looks really, really nice. And again, really close to all the bedrooms, which is very convenient as well. And again, this is a model home. So this has all the bells and whistles, all the upgrades you could have. So some things you see here, like a accent wall here, would be an upgrade. Things like that would be maybe even recessed lighting, the fan, etc. You do have a walk-in closet. It's more on the smaller size, but this is a guest bed. And this is kind of cool. I mean, I just got back from Monterey Car Week and seen these photos of these older cars, pretty cool. All right, so at the front of the home, this is upstairs again. This is another guest bedroom. Same size walk-in closet. And then I want to show you guys the view over here. So the view, you can see there's a lot of land still they have to build on. And kind of get a general idea about the size of the lots here as well. The lot sizes tend to be a little bit smaller over here. But I would say, I mean, this one's a little bit smaller because it's a corner lot, but I would say on average, the lot sizes are pretty average from what I see in the greater Sacramento area. All right, so go back over to the loft, is right here. And then to our left is a guest bathroom. So this would be a shared bathroom for the guest bedrooms that I just showed with you guys. Nice to have a little spot there to do makeup or do hair or whatever. And then a tub with a shower over it. So going back to the loft space, I want to show this bonus room, which you guys let me know what you guys would do with this space. I'm just kind of confused about it because there's a bookshelf, some shelving there, but they can't extend it over here because there's a window. So I'm not really sure what you do with this space. I would definitely put a door here. Maybe you can store like kid stuff and you know, you kind of use it as a storage area. That's probably what I would do. All right, backing up, going over to the primary bedroom. And by the way, the cool thing about this development as well, no HOA. A lot of people have been reaching out to me and say, hey, Jason, I want to buy a home in the Sacramento region, but I do not want an HOA. I don't want the bylaws. I don't want that extra fee. And here you go. Here's a development with no HOA. So this is the primary bedroom. I love the accent wall. I think it's pretty cool. You have plenty of space on that side. And here is a giant walk-in closet. I mean, plenty of space. It's one of the bigger closets I've seen. Bigger on average, I would say. So this one does not have a tub, but you do have a shower stall and a dual vanity. And to my right is a large window. This kind of gives you a good idea about the lot sizes because I can't go outside, the door's locked. And that's very common for builders to do that. You can see the side fence. A lot of time they open that up so you kind of get an idea about actually how much space you have here. But if you buy a brand new home here, and this is pretty true for any development, the backyard is going to be dirt, kind of like what you see a little bit on over to the right there. So this is what you could have for a landscape backyard. They have a gas fire pit, excuse me, a lot more of a bigger space for the back patio, concrete patio, but kind of gives you an idea about the size of the lot. And this one's really cool too as well because the video, you probably can't see it in the video, but you can see snow-capped mountains in the Sierras. This would be towards Lake Tahoe and a lot of the foothills on top of that. And then there's just a ton of land on the opposite end of this street. All right, let's go over the pros and cons of this brand new home. First, what actually is really cool about this one, some of the houses I tour are pretty remote compared to amenities, shops, and restaurants. And on top of that, they're all new. So every single street has like no trees, for example. What's cool about this one as well, though, is that just the south of this development are houses built around 20 years ago, and they have sidewalks, trees have grown. There's also 3 parks within walking distance of this home. So if you're a grandparent and you have grandkids, or if you have a young family with younger kids, you can walk to 3 parks. On top of that, the elementary school in this development is within walking distance as well, probably about 5 minutes away from this one. And according to greatschools.org, that elementary school is ranked 8 out of 10 stars. And that school is called Robert McGarvey Elementary School here in Rancho Cordova. Another pro about this development as well is that there's a lot of shops and restaurants, like I mentioned, just to the north, but also there's a lot of shops on Zinfandel and Sunrise as well. So there's coffee shops about 5-minute drive north of this development. You have Starbucks, Dutch Brothers, Chipotle, there's Raley's supermarket. So you don't have to drive like 10 minutes to get to any shops, restaurants, or grocery stores. So very convenient as well. On top of that, if you have kids, then we are within Rancho Cordova, but the school district is Elk Grove. So you can get to a higher ranked school, but still be in Rancho Cordova. Additionally, like I mentioned, there's no HOA. So it's very common in Anatolia to have a hefty HOA. It's very common to have a $100 per month HOA, for example. This one in particular at Starblossom has no HOA. So therefore, of course, that decreases your monthly expenses. Now, speaking of incentives, let's talk about pricing. So this home starts at around $650,000. Again, they don't have any move-in ready houses at the time of filming this video, which is in mid-August. So they don't have any move-in ready houses, but they do have some incentives on some other houses. Of course, this is lot specific for move-in ready houses. I always tell you guys, if you guys want the best deal on a brand new home, go find one that's already completed, because I can see it time and time again. No matter what the builder is, they give you a lot more incentives for a house that's completed. They just want someone to place an offer and then move in 30 days later. They want to get the house sold. Compared to a dirt lot, for example, like these dirt lots, for example, if these were for sale, the builder would not be very incentivized to drop their price, give you a lot of, lower than market mortgage rate, because the sunk cost on a dirt lot is very little. In contrast, on a completed house, of course, there's a lot of costs associated with that. So therefore, they're willing to negotiate with buyers in order to try to get them sold. So what I'm trying to say here is that in order to get the best incentive, the best pricing, go for a completed house. So on some select houses here at Starblossom by Tri Pointe Homes, they have a 3.99% interest rate for the first year. The second through year 30, it goes to 4.99%. And the builder pays for that lower interest rate as well. So reach out to me if you guys want to learn about that. And of course, if you're watching this video 1 week after making this video, of course, all that could change though, right? They could offer more, they could offer less. So just reach out to me. I'll provide the latest pricing and finance incentives as well. All right, so 2 more cons I do want to mention in this video as well. Actually, I just kind of thought about this. There's 2. So Mather Airport is about 5 miles west of this new home development. It is not as busy, not nearly as busy compared to Sacramento International Airport, which of course has all the airlines there. The Mather Airport is mostly for cargo. So they have UPS, that has larger planes, and they're transporting cargo. So you may have some airport noise, but honestly, I've been here for about an hour. I haven't heard a plane yet, but you are pretty close to that airport, about 5 minutes west of this new home development. It won't be nearly as busy compared to our main airport, which is about 10 minutes north of downtown Sacramento. And speaking of downtown Sacramento, the other con that, of course, you guys should be aware of, if you do commute to downtown Sacramento, that commute is going to be at least a half an hour because you're pretty, you have to kind of go on the freeway. And of course, it takes a little bit to get to Highway 50 as well. But if you work from home, you work in Rancho Cordova, Folsom, it's gonna be a very easy commute, of course. And with that said, if you guys are looking to make a move in Sacramento or anywhere in the greater Sacramento area, of course, please reach out to me. I'm not affiliated with a builder here. I am my own independent real estate agent. So if you guys want more information about this, or if you want a tour of this brand new home development, of course, reach out to me. I'll provide my contact information below and also put it in the screen here as well. With that said, thank you everyone for watching today's video. I appreciate you so much. Have an amazing day and look forward to hearing from you.